Hello and welcome. So now it comes time to publish your app, and what we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and come up and click publish, or we're going to download the files to publish your app in a future video. But basically what we want to do is come up and click publish, and we want to enter our Expo account info right here. So start by entering your Expo account info right there. You can just go ahead and type it on in, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on these this checkbox to submit your app to Apple Store Connect. You're going to type in your Apple developer account email, so your Apple ID email, and then you're going to type in your password. Then you want to make sure you check this little checkbox that basically says, hey, this is really important that you make sure that you fill in the two-factor authentication code as soon as possible. So if you're doing this for a client, please make sure that they're around to enter the two-factor authentication code. Otherwise, it will expire and it will be a big waste of your time and their time and all this kind of stuff, because the software is has to load in order to do that. So make sure that you are ready and able to enter a two-factor authentication code. Send a text to whoever you're working with. Do whatever you need to do, but make sure that that code gets entered quickly. The second thing is, once you've entered your Apple ID and password, your email and password there for Apple, go ahead and click on this little checkbox where you will now enter or upload those files that we had previously. So for the Google Services key, the Google Services key is always a file that looks something. Let me go ahead and I'll open this up, and it's in download, so I'll just move it to the desktop. The Google Services key is always something that looks like this, where it says PC-API- a long string of numbers. And that's how you know that that's the Google Services key. So we're going to click that, and we're going to upload it. The second thing is we need to get the Google Services JSON file, so we're going to go ahead and get that, and we're going to upload it like this. And then the last thing is we need the Firebase server key. So that looks like a long string of numbers like this, literally. And that is the thing that we made in the last video. So you just are going to copy and paste that and put it in here. And once you have all of this information, and if you want to, if you want to just publish on Apple or just publish on Android, you can uncheck one of these boxes, but we do really highly recommend that you do publish on both. So once that's all done, you can go ahead and click publish, and I'm going to show you in the articles what happens when you click publish. Because basically what's going to happen is, to show you, is you're going to get this little pop-up that says, hey, we need a verification code. And you want to enter that verification code that comes up as quick as possible. So you'll probably get this pop-up coming up as soon as your Expo build finishes and iOS starts. And then once all that is completed, and it may take a really long time to complete because it's compiling files, and it only has to do this the first time. Every other time it has instant updates, so you can push an update and have it instantly be available in your app. But the first time it will take a long time to generate those iPhone and Android initial files. So it usually takes like half an hour to an hour to generate both files. Though what basically you're going to wait for iOS and Android to be done. And once it's done, it will give you these files that you can go ahead and download. So you can go ahead and download these files, and you'll be able to easily upload them to your Apple developer account, as well as your Android Google Play account in one of the future videos. So go ahead and click download on those to download them to your computer. And then if you somehow don't download them or miss them, don't worry, they're always available in your Expo account on a computer. So if you go ahead and go to expo.io/login, you'll notice that you can view all of your most recent changes and also re-download any files that you tried to submit to iPhone and Android. So all that info is still there. And that is basically it in terms of getting everything together and prepping everything so that you can submit your app to iPhone and Android. In the next couple of videos, we're going to talk about physically submitting it off and putting it into the review process for Apple and Android, where they're going to review your app and make sure it's up to their standards. So I look forward to seeing you in those next videos. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.